Hello creepers! Before we start, make sure to go and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Creepy Midwest for more behind the scenes look at our investigation.
We're in Nebraska City, Nebraska, and tonight we're investigating Mayhem Cabin in John Brown's Cave. So right now we're heading to the back of the property. We're gonna start out at the church and see if we can catch anything. This is supposed to be the most active part besides the cave here at the Mayhem Cabin.
So this is the Mount Zion AIM Church. The original church had actually burnt down, and they don't really know why it was burnt down or how it burnt down, but there's a lot of speculation, and this is one of the more active areas of the whole site. I'm trying to think of something we can say. It did, yeah. I think there was something we can say. We're getting spikes on it.
Can you do that again? We saw that you did that. Thank you. Yeah? 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 Wow, that's impressive. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it go off like that.
We stayed in the church for around an hour, and after several ghost box sessions, EMF, and recording sessions, we didn't get any more evidence than the EMF going off twice. So we decided to move on to the next area.
Now we're at the entrance to Mayhem Cabin. This is an original cabin that was built in the middle 1800s. It was originally 50 feet that way.
Towards the street.
They then moved it to this location, but it's all original still, with a lot of artifacts inside for potential trigger objects. So we're gonna go inside.
So we are in the interior of the Mayhem Cabin. So it was built around 1855 by the Mayhews. Beneath us is where the cellar and the cave and tunnel is for the slaves to have escaped. Back over in this corner over here is actually the entrance to from inside the cabin in case slave hunters ever came in. They had a way to access the cave quick.
So since we're in an original cabin, there's a lot of historical objects in here that can be used as trigger objects. So we're just gonna hang out in this space, touch some of the objects, and see if we can kind of stir up some activity right now.
For this next piece of evidence, make sure to get some headphones and listen very closely. We enhance the audio to make it easier for you to hear.
Portal Plus activated.
It scares me every time.
Do you hear that?
Every time. Every time.
With this whistle, we all heard it, but didn't think much of it until we played back the audio. At the time, there wasn't anything that could have made this sound, so we decided to use our ghost box to communicate.
Can you make something in here move? Can you touch this?
Do I have to? Do I have to? Do I have to?
It did sound like, do I have to? No, you don't have to, but it would be nice so that we can know that you're here with us.
We spent quite a while and tried different things to communicate with the spirits while in the cabin, but other than those 2 instances we showed, nothing more happened.
Alright, so right now we're at the entrance to the cellar of John Brown's cave and Mayhew cabin. Now, it was a cellar, but it was also used to hide slaves during the 1800s. And this is kind of known to be one of the more interesting and active parts of this location.
So we are in the cave underneath Mayhew cabin, and this is where these slaves would hide before they would make their escape. And this is probably the most eerie part of this location and probably the most active. Is there anybody down here with us? Who is that?
If there are spirits hanging around the Mayhew cabin and John Brown's cave, we did not come into contact with them during our investigation. We did get a few great responses on our EMF detector and ghost box, but other than that, the site was pretty quiet for us that night. Whether or not the Mayhew cabin is haunted, we cannot say, but we do know that this place is full of history, and it is by far one of our favorite places that we have ever been.
Alright, so what did you guys think? Did you hear something that we didn't catch? Did you see something? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up if you watched this video, and we'll see you all later.